Welcome, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Brett Loftus alongside me, Maria Laco. And we have the first home USA South Conference matchup of the year for your Piedmont Lady Lions basketball team as they play host to the Maryville College Scots. Now, Maryville is the team that ended the Lady Lions season last year in the USA Southwest Divisional Championship game. Maryville actually won the game here inside Cave Arena. They're returning this year during the 21-22 season. However, they're missing their best player. Why is that, Maria? Because, well, Piedmont has her. Claire Varney, a line, and she has been playing very well this season. In her time at Maryville, she was an All-USA Southwest first-team member last season and an All-USA South first-team member in general, no matter the division, twice at Maryville as well. So coming in, Maryville hadn't been the same this season as they are 2-5. They play some very tough matchups. They have 2 wins against Center and Huntington, and they're coming off back-to-back overtime matchups. Maria Laco, Maryville, that's literally where you're from. You know a lot of these Lady Scouts out here. How are they going to look to turn it around tonight? I mean, obviously, 3 games under 500 this early in the season. They don't expect that. What are they looking to do tonight?
I think the key performance is going to come from their guard, Courtney Carruthers. She leads this team offensively, scoring-wise, and she can direct her teammates in formation when going into the offensive side. Also, key player to look out for at the post is Elsa Eckenrod. She hasn't been playing too hot so far this season, but once she's hot, she is definitely a key component to their team. So definitely looking for them two to get hot, as well as Jordan Hefner, the native out of Maryville, Tennessee. She's also a guard at the guard position, so she's definitely going to be able to do something for this Scots team tonight.
It's interesting to point out the Lady Scouts have 3 in double figures this season. Carruthers averaging 14 points a game, Hefner averaging 14 points a game, and then Eckenrod also averaging 11 points a game. No surprise to anyone, those 3 Lady Scouts, all 3 in the starting 5 for Maryville this evening. On the opposite side, for Piedmont, their starting 5, 4 of their starting 5 are in double figures. You have Hope Franklin, Olivia Skinner, Claire Varney, as well as Micaiah Washington, your 4 Lady Lions all in double figures. And then there's a large drop-off. Lakin Skiles is averaging 5 points. I mean, those 4 Lady Lions we just named have been carrying the offense this year, including Miss Olivia Skinner, who has been averaging over the past 5 games. She's been absolutely brilliant, averaging 18 points per game. How do you look to see that momentum being carried on offense tonight?
Definitely Olivia Skinner. She's the core of this team, I believe, scoring offensively. When she's hot, the team is hot. This past weekend when they played Huntington, she only had 1 point going into the third quarter. And all it took was her banking in a 3-point shot to get her going, and that got her team rallied up to be able to pull out a victory on the road.
I mean, it's crazy to watch her, how she plays the shooting guard position. I mean, yeah, she's a shooter. That's what she is at heart. But she loves to get her teammates involved, and I'm sure we'll see that tonight as well. All-time record in favor of the Scots as the Lions have 19 wins versus 27 losses all-time against Maryville, including the last matchup where they dropped 68-62, the USA Southwest Divisional Championship game here last season inside Cave Arena. Hopefully the Lions will have a favorable matchup tonight, and hopefully they can get their 6th win of the season. We'll have starting 5 and tip-off for you next after the national anthem. You are listening to Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Maria Laco and I am Brett Loftus. Maria, we have the starting five for both sides. Give it a starting five for the Maryville College Scots.
Sorry, I was looking at our headphone level, Brett, there. I don't think I can hear you. But the starting five for the Maryville College Scots is going to be number 10, Jordan Hefner, number 11, Hannah Jones, number 2, Courtney Carruthers, number 22, Elsa Eckenrod, and number 45, the graduate student, Shelby Hicks.
For your Lions, it's going to be the same five they've been running with the majority of this young season. Running at point guard, number 3, sophomore Lou Woolfolk. Fifth-year senior, number 10, Claire Varney. Senior, number 15, Livia Skinner. Junior, number 21, Hope Franklin. And then other junior in the front court, number 40, Nakaya Washington. It's also worth noting here, again, Lions' first USA South home matchup of the year. They won their first USA South matchup against Huntington last game at Huntington, 59-53. However, head coach Jamie Purdy, a legendary ball player here, and she is a legendary coach in her own right, looking to get number 300 here, win number 300 at Piedmont this evening. So a lot more on the line than just your typical regular season matchup. As we get ready for tip-off at center court, it's going to be Hannah Jones and Nakaya Washington. The whistle will blow, and we'll walk to the Leo the Lion logo, 5:59 local time. What time we're going to get started here? Washington and Jones go for it. Nakaya Washington wins the tip here in the 8th game of the Lady Lion season. Woolfolk has it, top of the key, gives it down, charity stripe. Washington to her left, right wing, Claire Varney. Can I get that one to go home? Rebound, Hefner. Lady Lions try to trap here early, a soft trap, able to get it across. Hicks has it on the left wing, gives it over now in the corner to Carruthers. Carruthers, leading scorer this season, gives it over to left wing, back rim and off. Shot was by Hefner, it was waved off. Loose ball foul there.
The Lady Lions start off in a man-to-man defense, an interesting tactic by the Maryville College Scots. They started off at a 2-3. Looks like now they're going to switch to man-to-man.
Giving that one down low, Livia Skinner. Can I get the mid-range shot to go? Back in transition here. Dribbling this one around, Carruthers. See now has it over there on the right wing. Gives it down low, back outside. Hicks from the top of the key. Can I get that one to go back rim and off? Franklin will tip it. Hefner able to get the loose ball. Pump fake. Standing now top of the key, Hefner. Hefner drives to her left, kicks it back out to Hicks. Hicks from the elbow, handoff Carruthers. Carruthers errant pass, finds Hicks. 5 on the shot clock. Carruthers from the corner. Bangs it home. First points of the evening. No surprise who it comes from. Courtney Carruthers, the leading scorer this season for Maryville. Woolfolk has it top of the key. Lou has it on the right wing. Lou looking for somewhere to go. Good defense there. Try to get it down low to Franklin. Franklin saves it on the baseline. And hey, a little up and under action. Hope Franklin answers right back. 3-2 Maryville.
That was a good hustle play right there for Hope to keep the ball in play.
Hicks gets it on the opposite side. Rejected by Franklin. Nakaya in transition. Kisses it off the glass. Cannot get it to go. Loose ball. Washington and Hicks. Jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Maryville.
Washington was going to take it coast to coast, show her little point guard skills, but couldn't get it to bang home for the 2 points.
Both teams started off 1 for 4 from the field. Only difference is Shelby Hicks' 3 versus Hope Franklin's 2-pointer. And that's how we stand at 3-2 after 2 minutes of play. Getting this one across the timeline to Hefner. Hefner tried to feed it down to Carruthers, not able to do so. Livia Skinner in transition. Tries to find Franklin. And now foul call here. This foul is called on Hannah Jones. Maryville Scots in their all-black uniforms with some orange and burgundy trim this evening. Lady Lions in their all-white with the green trim. Livia Skinner able to get the inbound from Woolfolk. Liv has it top of the key over to Varney, left wing. Carruthers playing Claire off a little bit. She'll give it back over to Woolfolk. Tried to go for the steal there, Hefner. Lou with an incredible dive piece there to Livia Skinner, 4-3. Washington gets the steal. Down to Woolfolk. Errant pass. Finds Skinner. Skinner finds Franklin. Back to Liv here. Liv's going to settle the offense back down. Beautiful steal off the inbound from Nakia Washington. Swinging it around. Claire Varney. Left wing. Handoff. Woolfolk. Lou. Hands off Nakia. Nakia at the elbow. She'll get called for the walk. Full court pressure here from the Lions. Maria, we've seen this all season, and it's looking like it's working pretty well right now against Maryville. And there it is. Not to interrupt you, Woolfolk kisses that one off the glass.
Maryville doesn't have the depth that the Lions have, so one thing that the Lions need to do is continue to press like they have been all season if they want to run this lead up.
The Scots only have 12 on their roster, 11 of them being Tennesseans. The only non-Tennessean is Meredith Ward from Kennesaw, Georgia. We'll see a bucket there. A three-pointer as Hefner banged that one home. 6-6 now. Varney over to Woolfolk. Lou takes a three. Cannot get that one to go. Claire gets the board back outside. Olivia Skinner cannot get that one to go. Good rebound there from Carruthers and a foul on Lou Woolfolk.
One thing Maryville needs to do better is they're not passing the ball, being able to get the open shots they want. But their 6 points came from 2 3-pointers from Hefner and Carruthers. And if the Lions want to get a win in this game, they cannot let those two get hot.
Eckenrod, Carruthers, and Hefner, as we mentioned, not in that order, but the three Scots who are in double figures this season, averaging double figures, rather, should I say. Carruthers has it now, gives it down on the block, and a good post move there by Jones. Foul called on Nakia Washington will be a shooting foul. So Hannah Jones goes to the line to shoot two. Now checking in the ball game, Carla Cantrell, Lakin Stiles as Nakia Washington and Claire Varney take a seat. Carla Cantrell, fifth-year senior, just graduated the other day on Saturday, making her first appearance of the season for the Lady Lions. The lone senior on last year's squad decided to come back for her fifth year. Happy to see Carla out there doing her thing this evening. Second free throw also no good as Jones goes 0 for 2. Foul called there. Maryville on a push. Elsa Eckenrod gets nabbed with that one. Meredith Ward in the ball game now for Maryville. Shelby Hicks took a seat during those free throws. Emma Husky just checked in for Maryville as well as Hannah Jones took a seat. Lakin Stiles, top of the key, swings it over to Skinner. Liv gets a screen from Carla Cantrell. Looked for a little pick and roll action. Couldn't get it. Carla has it in the corner now. Dribbling towards the top of the key. She gives it over to Skinner. Liv had some shooting room. Instead, she tried to get it down to Hope. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Carla's got to take a shot. She'll get it. How about that for your first points of the season? Carla Cantrell. And it's bouncing around. Able to recover it there is Elkenrod. Back to Carruthers in the corner. She'll take a long three. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Hope Franklin. Halfway done here in the first quarter. 8-6 Lions on top. Skinner has it, top of the key. Gets it over to Stiles on the left wing. Lakin, Lou, Livia. The L's are swinging around the perimeter right now. Livia to her right, gives it over to Carla. Tip pass there. Stiles able to get it. A whistle blown here.
The shot clock reset, I believe. And it shouldn't have.
I think, yes, resetting that to 8 seconds, you'd be correct. Shelby Hicks back in the ball game as Eckenrod takes a seat. Livia Skinner also takes a seat as Claire Varney's back in. Nene Eads also making her first appearance in tonight's ball game. Stiles, not sure if she was going for Eads, trying to find Cantrell under the basket there. Was not able to find either one. Turnover there, Maryville regained possession.
Head coach Jamie Purdy has a good lineup in right now to be able to press. You have you have 4 guards, 2 long ones, and you put Washington in, who's also quick on her feet. Right here, the Lions probably be able to get a steal or 2 in the comings up.
And I know Nakia throws on the track and field team, but you also have 2 members of the track and field team in Cantrell and Washington. So I think your odds are pretty good with some speedsters out there. Look like a walk there, nonetheless. Steal there from Nakia Washington. 3-on-2 break. Nene tries to take that one up. Foul called on Courtney Carruthers. So Nene goes to the line to shoot 2 here.
That foul will be called on Jordan Hefner. I believe that will be her first foul of this contest.
Nene Eads, as we mentioned, they're a freshman from Toccoa, Georgia. She's averaging 3 points on the season, including a rebound and an assist per game as well. She makes her first free throw there. No, did not miss her first free throw there. Excuse me, I was looking down at my notes. Makes the second one. Hey, I knew the future there, Maria. 1 for 2 from the line that time. 9-6 lead in favor of Piedmont. Trying to get that one up in air and pass there from Carruthers. Trying to find Husky. Husky, a freshman forward from Sevierville, Tennessee. Up there in the Pigeon Forge area.
You just came back from there.
Yeah, I did. Just got back from there. Good little vacation there. Love it up there in that area. And for the viewers at home are non-Tennesseans, Maria. Sevierville from Maryville, about how far?
About 40 minutes, I'd have to say.
That's not far at all. Claire has it on the right wing now for the Lions. Screen there by Carly Cantrell. Giving it over left wing. Eads thought about it. Back to the top of the key now for Varney. Varney with the floater. Can I get it to go? Washington offensive board and one. Nakia Washington. Get it started early.
The Scots are in a switching man-to-man defense right now. I believe that's not going to end up working out in their favor because Piedmont's depth, as well as the players they have on the court right now, I believe the Scots don't have anybody that can guard 5 men at a time.
And we mentioned, the Lions have, 22 Lady Lions, I think, on their active roster. As we see Cantrell off, Crump back in, something like that. Somewhere in the 18 to 23 range. The Scots only have 12 ladies that they traveled down here this evening as Washington does convert the three-point play. Depth has to come into question when you go, hey, the Lions are going to be able to run up and down all night long, never get tired, versus we're pretty much got to deal with the same eight lineup, eight lady lineup. Speaking of that, we had a substitution there. Audrey Sanders makes her first appearance checks back in, rather, should I say. No, does make her first appearance in tonight's game. Hannah Jones also stepped back in as Husky and Wardoff for Maryville. Getting that one down to Jones. Nene Eads playing some great defense. The newly subbed in Kara Crump also as well. And Crump gets nabbed with the shooting foul as Hannah Jones goes to the line to shoot 2. Crump checked back in during that last timeout, and Carly Cantrell took a seat.
Right now, the Scots don't really have any offensive fluency I see that's happening. They're kind of just playing one-man game right now. They're not going to be able to come out with a win in this game if they continue to play like this.
First free throw is good. Second free throw also good. So Jones 0 for 2 her first time from the stripe. 2 for 2 here on the second time. Varney right wing, guarded closely here by Carruthers. Able to put that one up and off the glass. A little skyhook action there from Claire Varney to extend the Lions' lead back out to 6. Trying to go coast to coast, and she does. Jordan Hefner makes it a 4-point game. Styles left wing, man-to-man still here from Maryville. Nene Eads has the top of the key, swinging around. Claire Varney guarded by Carruthers. Looks like Carruthers' main duty tonight is the guard. Varney, she fell off that time, not able to get there. Offensive board, Crump. Crump almost has it poked free. And they'll say she put it off the baseline as Maryville able to force that turnover.
I believe that possession right there was the best defense Maryville has played all game. And if they want to continue to do that, they just need energy to be able to keep their momentum going.
Styles and Eads off the floor as Woolfolk and Skinner back on. Eckenrod back on as Sanders off for Maryville. Full court pressure working. Eckenrod down to Jones. Bingo bongo, 2-point game. A good feed there, Hefner to Jones. Hannah Jones now has 4 points on the evening. Across the floor over to Varney. Varney drives, baseline, tried to go up and under and draw the foul. Good defense there from Eckenrod. Getting it in transition. Shelby Hicks wide open from the corner. Bang it home. Maryville takes the lead, 15-14.
If you're the Lady Lions right there, there's not really much you can do because Hicks is not a three-point shooter.
And Maryville, despite their 5 losses, they played a lot of close ball games this year. So for all the folks thinking this is going to be a blowout, it's not going to tonight. Claire Varney from the corner. That one is off. And we know the team that Maryville is, Maria. I mean, head coach Darren Trevelyan, his 12th season here. He is a phenomenal head coach, one of the very best in this conference. Might even make the argument that he and Jamie Purdy, the 2 best head coaches in this conference. Despite his team having a rough start, you know they're going to get back on board. And a blocking foul there.
I definitely know Coach Trevelyan's team. He coaches them very good mentally. He allows his team to do things that they want to do, but also he gives them that enough freedom, but a leash as well to be able to tell them to calm down when needed. Same thing with head coach Jamie Purdy. She thrives herself on defense, and that's how Piedmont's going to get this game.
3 on and 3 off as Franklin, Cantrell, and Stiles all back on the floor for the Lions. Skinner misses her first free throw. Varney, Crump, and Washington take a seat. Sanders also back on the floor for Maryville as Eckenrod takes a seat. Liv's second free throw is good. Tie ball game, 15 all here. 1:23 left in the first quarter.
Piedmont has been pressing since the whistle has blown in this contest.
And I will say, we've only had, 8 fouls called both ways as Carruthers barely gets across the timeline. Errant pass there, Piedmont ball. We've only had 8 fouls called, but all 8 of those fouls have been good calls by the refs. We've seen some physical basketball being played here through the first 9 minutes.
So it's definitely been even both ways.
Correct.
So both coaches and both sides of the fans can't scream either way.
I would agree, yes. Stiles top of the key, swings it over to Lou. Lou has it, swings it to Livia. Skinner down to Cantrell. Carla back to Stiles, swinging it. Woolfolk, 12 on the shot clock. Good screen there from Carla. Woolfolk, pump fake, tries to get it down to Carla. Active hands by Hefner. Active hands by Hope Franklin.
Good job, the long length of Hope Franklin. She was able to get her hand on that ball, got the steal, and also got the 2 points to reward herself.
Shelby Hicks going to take some time before she inbounds it here. Try to get the shot clock and the game clock on the same page. Wide open. Eckenrod or Jones could have took that one. Either way, same result. 17 apiece. Yes. Good defense here by Carruthers. Looks like a little trapping action going on. Skinner finds a wide open Lou Woolfolk. Cannot get it home. Offensive board. Got to put it up. Did she get it? Oh. Livia Skinner tried to put up a buzzer beater. I'm not sure if she got it up or not, but it didn't go in. At the end of one, ladies and gentlemen, we got a ball game, 17 apiece between your Piedmont Lady Lions and the Maryville College Scots. You are listening to Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. 17-17 after one here inside Cave Arena between the Maryville College Scots and your Piedmont University Lady Lions basketball team. Looking at the leading scorers from both sides. The leading scorer for Maryville No surprise. Hannah Jones with 6. Hope Franklin has 4 for the Lady Lions. It's been a complete team effort by both sides through 1. Brett Loftus, Maria Laco alongside me. Carla Cantrell getting trapped over in the corner. She's joined by Skinner, Woolfolk, Franklin, and Stiles on the floor here to begin the second quarter. 11 on the shot clock. Good defense from Carruthers. And a right wing 3. Stiles can't get it home. Rebound Shelby Hicks. She's joined by Carruthers, Eckenrod, as well as Husky and Hefner.
The Scots switched to a 2-3 zone. Strategy right there by head coach Derek Trevelyan. He keeps switching from a man to a zone to try to throw off this Piedmont offense.
And it's been giving them a little bit of trouble for the last 3 minutes. And you know what they say about zone? You got to shoot your way out of it. Offensive rebound there, Hope. Getting called with that foul, Hefner.
I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out here. I think the refs are getting Carruthers and Hefner mixed up because they look the exact same from behind, and that's 2 fouls that could have gone towards Carruthers. They have called on Hefner because she was right there next to her.
And Hefner has to sit down.
Yes,
after that one.
That gives her foul trouble. I think that might be either her second or third one.
Haley Kronk steps onto the floor. It will be, the second personal foul there for Hefner. Top of the key. Lou swings it over to Stiles. Top of the key. Right wing, Woolfolk. Swinging it all around. Livia's got it wide open. Drano! Livia Skinner bangs that one home. 2017 now. Lions with a 3-point lead. And to your point there, Courtney Carruthers, 0 fouls through 11 minutes played here, Maria.
Yes.
Eckenrod has it on the right wing. Dribbles to her left, gives it over to Husky. Husky has it on the right wing. Wide open, Courtney Carruthers. Back rimming off. Good board there, Carla Cantrell. She'll get the Lions in transition. The road runner streaming down the floor. She finds a wide open Skinner. Errant pass and a dime piece down to Hope Franklin, but she cannot convert. Franklin, that's her first miss of the evening. 2 for 3 from the field.
Shots like that might end up come back and haunt you when it's a close game, especially when you're playing a team like Maryville.
A championship ball club.
Yes.
Correct. Yes, Maria, I agree. You cannot afford to give up those kinds of shots. Husky to Hicks. Back to Husky. She's got it in the corner on the baseline. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Jump ball called between Eckenrod and Woolfolk. And Maryville, about the most favorable situation they could have asked for. They will have the jump ball. Shot clock does not reset, though. So 5 seconds when they inbound it here. Meredith Ward back on. Sanders off. As Varney and Reed onto the floor. Stiles and Cantrell off. Shot clock violation there. As I mentioned, 5 seconds on the shot clock. You got to get a shot up there, Maria.
You got to be able to know the time on the clock. Clock management is definitely huge in college basketball. I noticed that Colby Reed just checked in for the Lady Lions.
Sharpshooter.
And I believe that's why head coach Jamie Purdy decided to put her in the game, because Maryville stayed in this 2-3 zone. And like you said earlier, you got to shoot your way out of it.
She's wide open right there. Will she take it? No, double team. Gets it down on the block. Hope Franklin gets her on board. And she puts it back up. Looked like it should have been an and one, but we'll take the 2.
Franklin's
6
making
points
it
from
hard
Hope.
on herself.
Yes. Husky able to catch that one, as on the right wing. Sanders. Carruthers top of the key. Number 3 guard and number 2. Lou versus Courtney. Carruthers going to dribble down. Gets it on the block. Foul called here. Called on Lou or called on Hope? It will be called on Lou Woolfolk. That's Lou's second foul of the evening. Hannah Jones back on the floor. Husky takes the seat. And due to the second foul, Lakin Stiles also goes to the table. She'll go get Woolfolk. Cannot afford for your point guard to get in early foul trouble here, Maria.
Definitely not. 7-11 left in the second quarter. There's a lot of ball game left, so with 2 fouls, you got to be cautious, because if you keep playing the way you are, think about it, that means she would have 4 fouls on her by the end of the second.
You cannot afford Lou Woolfolk. Her presence on the floor as a passer, I mean, maybe one of the best passers in Division III. Cannot have her off of the floor in crunch time. Trying to feed that one down low. Hannah Jones blocks Colby Cook. Colby Reed. Carruthers from the top of the key. Not able to get that one home. Varney in transition. Varney doesn't pass it to Reed. Takes it herself. Claire extends the Lions lead out to 7.
That's Claire's fourth point of this game so far.
30-second timeout here called by Maryville. We'll keep it here. Brett Loftus alongside me, Maria Locker right here, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Colby Reed, who did check in a ball game. You may wonder why I call her Colby Cook so much. I know a lot of Colby Cooks in my life. A few from up in the mountains of Tennessee and North Carolina. So Colby Reed, hopefully she can get on the board. Colby
Florida.
Reed, a Floridian.
What's the city? Chiefland. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly.
Yes, Chiefland, Florida. Attended Chiefland High School. A sharpshooter, so hopefully Colby Reed can get on the board here. 0 for 1 after Hannah Jones blocked her first shot. Lions on their biggest run of tonight. Also their biggest lead, 7-0 run here to begin the second quarter of play. Also a 7-point lead, Maria.
7-point lead. You got to be feeling good right now if you're the Lady Lions, but not too good. You got to keep that foot on the pedal, as they like to say, to keep this game going.
Reed able to tip that pass. Skinner gets it down to her, and a dive piece there. Livia Skinner down to Colby Reed.
Little fun fact about Colby Reed, she was valedictorian at her high school.
Really?
Yes.
So one of the dual threats, both on the floor and in the classroom. Colby Reed there, a junior here at Piedmont University. Reed defending Hicks there. Oh, and a dive piece on the other end. Hannah Jones puts that one up to bring the Scots back within 7. Right wing now, Varney over to Skinner. Liv looking somewhere to go here on the left wing. Gives it back to Varney. She'll drive. Has it stripped loose. Foul called here on Courtney Carruthers. That'll be her first foul of the evening.
Thought they might have called it on Hefner right there. She kind of looked in distress, thinking it was going to be called against her. Varney doing a good job of taking that ball to the hoop to be able to get fouled. Hopefully can get these 2 free throws to go to get her confidence back up.
Shooting foul there, so Varney has 2 here. She misses the first. To your point there, Claire, 2 for 7 from the field, 0 for 3 from downtown. Taking a seat there, Audrey Sanders as Meredith Ward's back in the ball game. 0 for 2 from the line. Lakin Styles able to get the offensive board. Liv has it now at the top of the key. Dribbles to her left, over to Varney. Varney gathers. Top of the key, 7 on the shot clock. Colby Reed from downtown. Drano! Double-digit lead now for the Lady Lions, 29-19.
First double-digit lead of this game.
Colby Reed came off the bench. What a spark plug, 5 points already. See if she can add on to that. Hicks to Hefner. Answers right back. Jordan Hefner with the 3 of her own, as it is now 29-22. Lakin Styles, right wing, good spin move. Off to Skinner. Whistle blown. And a foul called here on Sanders. Getting that one in. Mid-range here for Colby. Back rim and off. She'd have stepped back about 3 feet. That would have been another 3-pointer there. Instead, Maryville has in transition. 4:50 left now in the first half. Carruthers guarded here by Colby Reed. Left wing. Dribbling that around. Jones puts it up.
That was really good IQ right there by Claire Varney. She realized what her former team was playing as she went into rotation, was able to get her hands on the ball.
Nene Eads back on the floor. Lakin Styles takes a seat. Hefner to inbound. Top of the key. Able to get it in to Sanders. Hicks has it from the right wing. That's off. Rebound Varney. Claire, top of the key, swings it over. Skinner down to Franklin. Skyhook, can't get it. Nene Eads and Hefner battling for that one. Hefner knocked that one out. So 20 seconds on the shot clock, 4:22 on the game clock. Nene to inbound here for the Lions. Eads gets it into Franklin. Franklin off the glass and off. Hicks got the board, handed it off to Hefner. Hefner brings it up for Maryville. Hefner guarded closely here by Eaves. Man-to-man all night for head coach Jamie Purdy's Lady Lions. As I mentioned, top of the broadcast, Jamie Purdy looking for her 300th win here at Piedmont this evening. She's sitting on 299 right now. Colby Reed swings it, one more, trying to find the open Lady line. Nene Eads open. She'll take that one and one. Nay Eads able to get the layup and go to the line now for one more.
Freshman out of Stevens County, which is about 20 minutes down the road from Piedmont. She definitely brings some energy off the bench for this Lions team.
Able to convert the old-fashioned three-point play as Nene puts the Lions ahead by 8, 32-24. Hicks has it, left wing, gives it over to Carruthers. Seems like not a lot of tempo being ran here for Maryville, trying to dribble into the shot clock a little bit every time they have the ball. As they've got it down to single digits, 5 on the shot clock, 4, 3. Carruthers gets a mid-range up. Reed lets that one go. It's a shot clock violation anyway, as Hicks could have saved it.
That was a good hustle
play. First we'll have the refs discuss it. 20 on the shot clock, as they will award Hicks with the high IQ play. Carruthers has it right wing. Eads guarding closely. Back to Hefner, guarded here by Skinner. Skinner able to rip it loose. And a steal there for Olivia Skinner. Skinner gets it to the front court. Claire Varney. Claire Varney dribbles baseline, able to put that one up. Fouled on the shot by Sanders, so Claire will go to the line to shoot 2 here.
23, Audrey Sanders is her second, team's 5th.
Foul count is 5-1 right now in the Lady Lions' favor. Hopefully they can capitalize on free throws down the long stretch. Because what do we talk about, Brett? Free throws win games, as well as them easy shots in the paint.
Championship teams make their free throws and layups. Second free throw up and no good. Claire 1 for 4 from the charity stripe this evening. As she's 75% free throw shooter this season, unlike her. Hefner long 3. That's all. That's all for reading out of bounds. So you'll see Kariaki Taylor step onto the floor first time this evening. Hope Franklin off. Husky back on the floor as Sanders is off for Maryville. 20 on the shot clock, 2:42 left here in the second quarter and the first half. 2 guarding 2, Carruthers versus Eads. Eads won that one as she blocks the shot. Almost gets knocked out of bounds as she recovers. Across the floor, Olivia Skinner in the corner. She had some room to shoot it. Instead, a wide open Claire Varney. Gerardo! Get your umbrellas out.
Good job by Varney to get her feet set and elevate her elbow to be able to make that three-pointer.
What a dime piece there from Olivia Skinner, able to find her open teammate. Talked about it on the pregame show. Largest lead of the night, 11 points for the Lady Lions. Jones has it in the post, guarded by Taylor. Carruthers calls for the screen. Carruthers answers back with a 3 of her own. As that last shot by Claire ruled a long 2-pointer. Taylor in the post, puts it off the glass, no good. Rebound Jones, and Eads and Jones got tangled up there. Little incidental contact.
Good sportsmanship by Eads to help her up.
Carla Cantrell back on the floor. Colby Reed get a hand of applause there from her Lady Lion teammates as she trots off the floor.
Lady Lion still in this press.
You love to see it, Maria.
I do love to see it.
Hefner loses it, able to recover it. 90 seconds left here in the first half. Down on the block. Good handoff. Looked like it was off of Jones, and it will be. Tried to have an up and under play there from Meredith Ward. She could not get it to convert, and then Jones tipped it out of bounds. Nene Eads up to Varney. Varney on the left wing here. Across the floor, top of the key, Livia Skinner. Skinner right wing, Nene Eads has a lot of floor in front of her. Trying to draw the contact, but she'll get the layup anyway. Nay Eads 6 points on the evening, Maria.
That's her game right there, penetrating. She loves to penetrate. She likes getting fouled when she goes up for 2 points. She didn't get fouled right there, but that's just her playing style, and I like it.
Be on the lookout. Nene, career high, in season high, 8 points as the true freshman from Toccoa trying to get her career high this evening. Only 2 away from it now of tying it. Good bucket there from Meredith Ward. Her first bucket on the evening brings the Meredith deficit back down to single digits. Errant pass. Nobody goes for it. Livia saves it. 33 on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock. Claire wide open top of the key, doesn't take it. Good close out here by Hefner. Got to run the offense. Skinner in the corner. Gerardo. Livia Skinner. Goodness gracious, get your umbrellas out in Cave Arena. We might be in a dome facility, but it's raining in here. 8 seconds on the game clock. Crossover move, Hefner. Able to get to the bucket. Not able to put up a good shot because she was fouled.
So that's what the Scots need to do to be able to stay in this contest, is penetrate and get fouled to be able to convert on their free throws. Overall, they're a good free throw shooting team, but if you're the Lady Lions, you got to know that they're a good free throw shooting team, and you can't foul them when they're going in.
First free throw up and is good there from Hefner. It's worth noting here, Maria, the Lions started out this evening 0 for 7 from downtown. They are 3 for 4 on their last 4 3-pointers attempted. Hefner, 2 for 2 from the line. 2-1. Eads goes up. Cannot get it to go. And we'll go into the halftime show here. Brett Loftus, Maria Laco, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. And Maria, the end of 1. Lions up by 9. I mean, we expected it. You look at that first quarter, we're tied at 17 into 1. And now to have a 9-point lead at the end of the first half, I mean, that kind of speaks to the offense and how the Lions played all year. I mean, hey, they know how to close out basketball games, and they're doing that tonight.
Yeah, they definitely do know how to close out games, and their strategy, I believe, is pressing. They've been pressing since the very first whistle of this game, but Maryville on the other side, they want to slow it down. They want to work their offense throughout the shot clock, go slower, and be able to get their offense points that way. But Maryville's trying to rush them up, so either way, it's going to be interesting to see how the second half goes.
We talked pregame about Livia Skinner, excuse me, got a little tongue-tied there, averaging 18 points over her last 5 games, and she caught fire there in the second quarter. 9 points, including 2 for 4 from downtown. She also has 2 assists and 3 steals. Active hands on defense. Are the Lions just need to continue to ride Livia Skinner to a win tonight?
Yes, I believe so. I said at the beginning of the pregame show, this offense runs through Livia Skinner. That's how they score. That's how they do what they do best. And it's showing right now. When she got on fire, the rest of their team started to get on fire. So far on both sides, it's been a team effort, like I said. So it's interesting to see how, like I said, the second half is going to work out.
On the other side, when you look at it, a pair of double-digit scorers in the form of Jordan Hefner and Hannah Jones, 10 points each. As I mean, they've been very efficient. Hefner 3 for 5 from the field. Jones 4 for 5 from the field. I mean, when you have 20 of your 31 points coming from 2 players, I mean, the Lions, you could pretty much go in the locker room. Jamie Purdy can go, hey, I want you to focus on Hefner and Jones coming out of the locker room. How do the Lions shut them down and extend their lead even more in the second half?
They need to play tight defense on them. That's where it starts from, especially with Carruthers. You can't get her to let her do that little dribble step back that she loves to do. You got to be able to scout that and know what they're going to do. They're the top 3 scorers, Carruthers, Hefner, and Eckenrod. So it's self-explanatory. You have 3 players that are scoring all of the Scots points. So why not put your best 3 defenders on them and shut this game out?
What's worthy to note, Carruthers only scored 6 points tonight. Eckenrod, a goose egg thus far. She hasn't even attempted a shot. But I will say this, too. Hefner and Jones mentioned there in double digits. They're also the only 2 Maryville Scots to go to the free throw line tonight. So it's also worth noting the Lions been very well. They played very aggressive defense, but also haven't committed as many fouls as you'd think with the amount of defense they've been playing and how well they've been playing on defense as well. Lions shooting 43% from the field, Maryville only 48%, so Maryville a little bit better there, but the Lions been able to convert from downtown as they are 3 from 11. Maryville 5 for 12. Lions 5 for 10 from the free throw stripe and 4 for 6 for Maryville. Points off turnovers, though, has been where the Lions have capitalized. All those stats were equal. Lions 19-2 on points off of turnovers. That's incredible. 19 points off turnovers. Maryville only 2 points off turnovers.
That's where it's continued to come from.
Yes.
That's how that's how Piedmont is going to stretch this game out and end up getting with the W in the conference game. Their defense, it's fire, it's hot. You don't want to be playing against it.
The Lady Lions and Coach Jamie Purdy looking for not only their 6th win of the season and their 2nd conference win, but head coach Jamie Purdy's 300th Piedmont victory, and that's what we'll hope to see there in the second half. Lions up by 9 at the half, 40-31, 11 minutes until our second half of play starts. Until then, we're going to take a little break here. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back. Second half of play here from Cave Arena. Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Brett Loftus alongside me, Maria Alaco. As your Piedmont University Lady Lions basketball team is playing host to the Maryville College Scots. And the Lions are on top of the Scots by 9. Heading into the third quarter here, 40-31. 5 on the floor, Franklin, Varney, Skinner, Woolfolk, and Washington. For Piedmont, it's going to be Jones, Carruthers, Hefner, Hicks, and Eckenrod. The 5 on the floor. So both starting fives back on the floor to begin the second half here. 2-3 zone here for Maryville. Washington has it, top of the key. Woolfolk tries to get over the corner to Varney. Varney drives baseline, not able to get that one home. And now a jump ball opportunity awarded to Piedmont. Possession arrow in favor of Maryville. Pardon me there. Full court pressure now from Piedmont. Not sure what the issue is here. Had a bit of a stoppage. Eckenrod able to get the inbound. Gives it up to Hicks. Hicks back to Eckenrod. 2-1. And if it is a jump ball, Piedmont still gets it as a backcourt violation either way. Piedmont basketball.
A little sloppy of a start to the third quarter for both teams right now.
Yeah, 32 seconds in. Lions turnover and then turnover Maryville.
So far in 30 seconds.
So now Varney has it top of the key. Claire gives it over to Lou. Woolfolk drives. Finds Washington. Washington mid-range, able to take it down, get a layup, gets her own offensive board after the miss. Back outside, Livia Skinner! Dorado! Livia Skinner. Hey, she caught fire there in that second quarter. It looks like she didn't cool down in the locker room. 12 points, including 3 for 5 from beyond the arc. Some contact there, no call. Carruthers blocked by Franklin. However, Hope gets nabbed with the shooting foul. Courtney Carruthers to shoot 2.
Carruthers shooting 83% so far on the season from the free throw line. I know back in high school, Brett, she was shooting 95%. She's always been clutch on her free throws. I know her dad, Wes Carruthers, thrives her to make those.
And you played in high school with Courtney as she misses that first free throw. Does it impress you that she's playing this well at the college level?
Definitely not. She's always been a fast player. She's also been a good ball handler. And her parents definitely thrive to make her motivate to be able to be successful in life.
5'6" junior guard, also a native of Maryville, Tennessee, decided to go play her collegiate ball at Maryville College. Skinner puts it on her hip, back outside, Claire Varney! Can I get that one to go? Rimming off. Defensive board here, Jones. Jones can't find anywhere to go. I think she traveled, did not have it called. Back in transition, Hefner. Hefner gets it across, 1 second to spare. Eckenrod. And a charge called here, offensive foul.
Claire Varney was the one that took that charge for her team.
Third foul for Hefner. And Hefner at 10 points, tied for the team league along with Jones this evening. A dime piece there. Claire to Nakaya for now a 13-point lead, the largest of the evening for the Lady Lions. It previously was 12, now it's 13. Crossover move, look at that. Hefner gives it outside Hicks. Down low and a steal from Hope Franklin. Getting it in transition. Skinner finds Varney. Varney finds Woolfolk. Woolfolk finds Washington and a dime piece and a 15-point lead. Got to call a timeout. It'll be a 30-second one for Maryville. 47-32. Brett Loftus alongside me, Maria Alaco. What a run for the Lions to start the second half. A 7-1 run, Maria.
Basketball is a game of runs. I'm not really sure what Coach Purdy said to her team at halftime, but it definitely got them motivated and fired up to be able to have a 15-point lead early on. I speak for myself. They started off sloppy, but they proved me wrong.
I think it's funny because you look at a lot of championship teams, I'll even compare it to baseball. My beloved Atlanta Braves, they start off slow many times this year, but you know what happens? You get that 7th, 8th, 9th inning, you know what happens? Braves close out ball games. Jamie Purdy's squad, same thing this year. They haven't started off particularly well in the first quarter, but once you pick up that second, third quarter, especially in the second half, Jamie Purdy's Lady Lions, they're going to be there, and they're more times than not going to close out basketball games. Hicks able to get it in the front court. Over to Carruthers. On the opposite side of that, though, Maria, and you can talk about that, head coach Darren Trevelyan, I mean, he's got a championship squad. I mean, the defending USA Southwest Divisional champions on the other side, their championship team in their own right, they know how to close out ball games. Carruthers bangs that one home.
Yeah, he definitely does have a championship team. I believe the problem he sometimes has with his squad, though, is sometimes they don't play together. They tend to want to be individuals, but once they get going in the groove and can play as a team, they're unstoppable.
I think to your point there, 10 assists for the Lady Lions this evening, 7 for Piedmont, or 7 for Maryville, excuse me, and 4 of those assists coming from Shelby Hicks. Eckenrod from the mid-range as a quick 5-0 run has sparked here for Maryville, cut the deficit back down to 10, 47-37. Top of the key, Olivia Skidder, right wing to Kyle Washington. Washington, Varney. Claire dribbles to her left, has it now on the left wing. Gives it back to Woolfolk. Woolfolk swinging it. Olivia Skidder! Front rim and off. Jones able to get the board. Jones gives it to Carruthers. Lou Woolfolk will pick her up at about 85 feet. Carruthers gets it across half court. Skinner, active hands. Defends Eckenrod. Top of the key. Sanders. Getting that one down low. Jones puts it up.
I could hear the smack from all the way up here.
And a foul call by Hope Franklin. And you know why I can tell that foul was warranted? Because Hope did not argue. Hope will argue a foul call if she thinks that it was not warranted, and she simply walked away from the play right there. Hope knew that she committed a foul. Her second foul, both of those have come here in the third quarter. Jones' first free throw attempt here in the second half is off. First free throw attempt here. First time at the line. And she is 2 for 5 in the ball game. Make that 3 for 6. 31 of the 38 Maryville points have come from 3 different squads, Carruthers, Hefner, and Jones, as it's 10 points, and 11, Jones being the team leader. Franklin tried to catch it in the post. It's tipped out of bounds by Maryville. 16 seconds on the shot clock when Piedmont inbounds it here.
I'd like to see Piedmont do a little post-to-post action here. You got Washington as well as Franklin, one of your 2 highest scorer leaders in the game right here. You really don't have anybody in the game to defend them other than Hannah Jones, who's about 6 foot.
Lakin Styles back in as Lou Woolfolk is off the floor. 10 seconds on the shot clock, left wing Liv. Top of the key, Styles. Washington dribbles to her right, wide open layup. Cannot get it to go. And a jump ball call after Hope just takes it away as Maryville gets awarded the possession. And I think Nakaya was fouled on that shot.
She was definitely wanting a foul.
She was in pretty disgust there because, like I said, I mean, it was a wide open layup. And an errant pass there from Carruthers. Jones cannot chase it down. Courtney Carruthers, her 5th turnover this evening. She and Hefner have combined for 11 turnovers, as that's more than the entire Piedmont roster, as Lions have only committed 4 turnovers this evening. Almost 5 right there. Skinner able to recover it. Puts it off the glass. Cannot get it to go. Halfway done in the third quarter here. 5 minutes off. 5 more to go. Hicks from the corner. Rebound Franklin. Good rebound there from Hope, as she has 6 rebounds this evening. Claire Varney, bingo bongo! Kisses that one off the glass to extend the Lions lead back out the double digits by 11. Now it's 9 points for Claire this evening. A 30-second timeout. Keep it here. Brett Loftus, Maria Laco. And Maria, the Lions got off to a bit of a run. Then Maryville did. Seems like things have leveled out. but by far it seems like Piedmont is dominating this game. Not only, 3-level scoring and some intense defense is how the Lions have managed to get an 11-point lead thus far.
Yeah, defense that started from the very beginning of this game when Coach Purdy decided to keep her press. She's gotten that press all game to be able to allow the Scots to have so many turnovers, but the key component, I believe, to those turnovers is being able to convert on the turnovers. That's the most important thing in basketball is when you're able to turn a team around, being able to convert on those easy two-pointers or possibly three-pointer attempts is what gets you motivated in the game.
17 turnovers for Maryville versus 4 Piedmont turnovers. Points off turnovers, Mario, 26. That's over half of the Lions' points have come from off turnovers. Maryville's points off turnovers, 2. That's been the key this evening. Down low to Jones, puts it off the glass. Can I get it to go? She's trying to go to work down there. Misses that one. Washington gets the board. Cantrell back on the floor as Franklin stepped off. And Washington goes down and gets fouled. As Meredith Ward back on the floor now for Maryville. Hefner stepped off there in that timeout as well.
Washington didn't play very much in the first half, but so far in the second half, she's been able to contribute to her team. She may not be scoring, but being able to get the offensive boards and defensive boards is key to this game.
7 points from Nakaya this evening, make it 8. 1 for 2 from the line that time. 4 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and a block. The lone block this evening for Piedmont. Lions up to the half-century mark, 50-38. And another turnover for Maryville. See if the Lions can get some more points off turnovers. A dime down to Carla. She gives it back out to Skinner. Liv looking somewhere to go, top of the key. Olivia dribbles to her left. Handoff. Styles. Varney. Washington. Washington 7 on the shot clock. Tries to give it to Varney. Meredith Ward has it in transition. Ward looked like she walked, gets it down to Jones.
Looks like Jones walked too.
And a travel violation. Those two Lady Scots took a walk to the Temperance Coffee House and back, and they get called a travel violation. No, Temperance is not a sponsor here, just a really good coffee place in downtown Demorest. Shelby Hicks back on the floor, Sanders off. Styles has it, top of the key. Gives it over to Varney. Varney has it on the left wing, up to the top, Cantrell. Carla to her left, looked for the back door to Liv. Could not get it there. Skinner with a good break. Single digits on the shot clock, 7 seconds. Skinner wide open in the corner. Dorado! Livia Skinner, a team high 15 points, game high 2, including 4 3-pointers. Get your umbrellas out, ladies and gentlemen. It's raining in Demorest. And a jump ball here, possession arrow in favor of Piedmont.
Right here, if I'm the Lady Lions, I'm looking to build on this lead to see how far you can get up. But if you're a Scots fan or if you're a Scot on the floor, you got to be able to compose yourself and be able to realize you got to play as a team if you want to get back in this ball game.
Skinner tried to find Styles. Styles had her back to her, so Lakin was not able to locate that pass. 6 Piedmont turnover there. Carruthers top of the key, guarded here by Carla Cantrell. Cantrell respecting the shot. She's guarding her beyond the perimeter. And another Maryville turnover. Steal, Nakia Washington. Good feed down to Skinner. Bingo, bongo. A dive piece there. Nakia to Livia. Largest lead of the game for the Lions, up to 17 as they're on an 8-0 run right now. Ward has it, right wing. She's going to take the three-pointer, and it's good. Bang it home. Deficit back down to 14 now. As Meredith Ward trying to keep this game from getting out of hand. 55-41. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Claire Varney, right wing, slings it over. Styles, Cantrell, Washington. Nakia, 11 seconds on the shot clock. She's going to turn around, put it up, blocked by Jones. Jones, 2 blocks on the evening. Meredith Ward gives it off. Carruthers wide open. Look at that. Maryville back within 11, 55-44. Lions go on a 6-0 run. Maryville goes on a 6-0 run. And we're back to where we were at our last timeout.
11 points.
Yes, a full timeout, 11-point difference. There you go, Maria. You are listening to Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Last 52 seconds, all Maryville. 6-0 run as Piedmont took a full timeout there, not a 50-second, rather a 60-second timeout. Thank you, Mr. Joe Garwood. As Maria Laco and I am Brett Loftus here. 90 seconds left here in the first half of play. Or in the third quarter of play, rather, excuse me. Carruthers tries to steal that one. Reed tried to tip it off of her. Backcourt violation.
One thing to note here, Livia Skinner has 17 points. She's the only Lady Lions person in double figures right now. And then, of course, on the flip side of things for the Scots, you got Carruthers, Hefner, and Jones in double figures.
As they have combined for 24 of the 44 Maryville points. Franklin, Reed, Eads, all back in as Varney, Cantrell, and Washington out here for Piedmont. Sanders and Kronk back in for Maryville. Jones and Ward took a seat during that timeout. Carruthers trying to take it to the bucket, cannot get there. Eads gets the defensive board. Skinner looking somewhere to go here. Gets it to Eads. Eads gets it to Franklin. Franklin and a dog piece there. Nene to Hope to extend the Lions lead back out to 13. Eckenrod brings it up. Swings it over now on the right wing. Back down to her. Sanders to Eckenrod. Foul committed here on Nene Eads. So 2 from the line now for Eckenrod.
On that last possession there for the Lady Lions, good job by Nene East to have her eyes up to be able to get that bounce pass to Hope Franklin, because she could have easily gone up for the 2 points and could have gotten blocked or even fouled, but she was able to get it to her teammate to be able to get the go-ahead 2 points, as Eckenrod will do nothing but hit the net on that free throw and convert on it.
So first free throw, it's good from Elsa Eckenrod. Her 3rd point this evening. Second free throw. Bounces around, no good. Nene Eads gets the rebound. However, a foul called here on Colby Reed. Not sure if they'll call it a loose ball or an over the back or whatever they call.
Not
It'll
really
stay
sure.
with Maryville. No shot clock here. There's 19 seconds left in the 3rd. Carruthers to inbound. Gets it into Eckenrod. Eckenrod back to Carruthers. Carruthers, travel violation. We'll see if the Lions hold here last shot. Again, shot clock turned off. 15 and counting left here in the 3rd quarter. Styles top of the key. Swings it over Skinner. 7-6. You can hear both teams count it down. Nene Eads has to put it up. Swings it outside. Colby Reed. Colby Reed can't get it home. After 3 quarters have been played, the Lions have increased their lead after all 3 quarters. 17-17 after 1. It was 40-31 at halftime, and now 57-45 at the end of 3. We got one more for you, and hopefully it'll be a good 4th and final quarter. You are listening to Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. We got a fourth and final quarter here to play from Cave Arena between your Piedmont University Lady Lions basketball team and the Scots from Maryville College. Brett Loftus, Maria Lacco alongside me. So Lady Lions are up by 12 heading into the fourth here, 57-45. Carruthers fires one up from downtown. It's off. Rebound, Varney. She's joined by Washington, Skinner, Franklin, and Woolfolk. The starting five as it'll be Hicks, Jones, Carruthers, as well as Hefner and Eckenrod on the floor for the Scots. Foul called here. Nakia Washington to shoot two from the line now.
Team's first for the quarter. Washington at the line.
Washington's first free throw up and good. 13-point lead now for Piedmont. Shelby Hicks called with the foul there, her first foul of the evening. Second free throw also good. Lions 14-point lead, as they have outscored the Scots in every quarter except for the first, as we were tie ball game at the end of one, 17-17. The Lions have since outscored Maryville in each the second and third quarters. Hicks trying to take it to the cup, hands it off. Hefner back outside. Eckenrod for three. Can't get it to go. Franklin, defensive board. Varney brings it up. Finds Washington in transition. She finds Skinner and a dime. Piece there. Nakia and Olivia to extend the lead out to 16 here. A game high, 19 points for Olivia Skinner. The only other Lady Lion in double figures, Nakia Washington with 10. So Olivia Skinner keeping up her stretch of games where she's averaged 18 points. She has 19 tonight. Hannah Jones able to convert on the other end. 13 points for her. She and Carruthers a team high for Maryville as they have 13 apiece. Varney on the left wing, 2-3 zone here. Down to Washington. Washington has it poked loose. Woolfolk recovers. Back to Skinner. Skinner going to dribble down, puts up a floater, and a 20-burger here, 21 to be exact for Skinner.
They don't have an answer for her right now.
Eckenrod gets it down to Jones. Jones turns around. It's the Hannah Jones and Olivia Skinner show right now as Hefner gets the steal on the inbound. She's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Some up-pace play right now.
Definitely back and forth action on both sides. Neither team's getting a stop, though. It's both teams are scoring. Right now the lead is 14, so if you're a Scots fan, you can't expect to keep building on the momentum you're having, especially when Piedmont's scoring. But both ways, both teams are scoring, and the deficit's not being cut either way.
Hefner makes the first free throw there. Second free throw here from Hefner. Also good. 2 of 2 from the line that time. 12-point deficit now for the Scots. Skinner, top of the key, finds a wide open Claire Varney. Back rim and off. Varney gets her own rebound. Talk about effort. Washington dribbles down. Cannot get that one to go. Like over and under there by Ward. She does get it across, hands off to Carruthers. Carruthers crossover, double crossover. Look for somewhere to go, gives it out. Ward, Euro step to the lane, cannot get that one to go. Hope Franklin with a game high now, or tied for a game high, 8th rebound. As she and Hannah Jones both have 8 rebounds this evening. Olivia Skinner has room to shoot, chooses not to. She'll dribble, loses it, gives it back to Washington. Washington right wing, gives it back to Skinner. Skinner gets the screen on the right wing, down low to Washington. Washington puts it off the glass and off. And a good pass in transition to Hefner. She puts it off the bottom of the goal. Hannah Jones recovers. 30-second timeout here from head coach Darren Trevelyan. 6:40 left in the ball game. Lions up by 10. Brett Loftus alongside me, Maria Alaco. And Maria, I tell you what, been quite a run here as Maryville's come out 8-6, including a 6-0 run in the last 93 seconds. The Lions, they're going to have to stop them here in the last 6:40 to win the ball game. I mean, I know that kind of seems kind of obvious, but, I mean, it's been a game of runs all night long. The Lions either have to get on a run or start playing some better defense.
They're definitely going to have to play better defense. I've noticed that they're kind of laying off. They're not as much in the person's grill when they're defending their defender anymore. It's just kind of they're laid back. They thought they had a good enough lead. Yeah, 16 points, that's a large lead, but it's not large enough and it's not good enough until that final whistle blows.
Lions are scoreless over the last minute and a half. Looking to get a bucket here. Lakin Styles back in the ball game. Nakia Washington takes the seat as Meredith Ward back on. Shelby Hicks out for Maryville. Skinner swinging it, finds Varney. Varney right wing. Varney swings it. Styles. Woolfolk left wing. Lou goes cross court. Down to Skinner. Skinner finds Franklin. Franklin cannot get it home. Gets her on board. Puts it back. Hope Franklin. She's got 10 points, the third Lady Lion in double figures this evening, along with 9 rebounds. So one more board for Hope, and she'll have another double-double this year. Hefner has it, top of the key. Man-to-man still being ran by Piedmont and Jamie Purdy. Good crossover. Eckenrod takes it into the paint, puts that one up, back rim off. Rebound Varney. Varney knocked to the floor there by Hefner. Good sportsmanship by Hefner to help up Claire Varney.
That's one thing I've been talking about since the beginning of the game. The Scots had one pass before the shot went up. There's no team chemistry going on right now. They're just wanting to play by themselves, and you can't do that when it's 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter and you're down by 12.
Hicks back on for Eckenrod. Worthy to note here, Hefner, one more foul and she'll be DQ'd. She's got 4 this evening. Woolfolk drives left wing and a handoff. Hope Franklin. A dime piece. Lou to Hope. As Hope now has 12. Loose ball knocked out of bounds by Jones.
Great bounce pass right there by Hefner, but her teammate, Hannah Jones, can't hold on to that one.
Woolfolk brings it up. 5:15 left here in the ball game. A wide open Hope Franklin. Back-to-back-to-back buckets for the junior forward. 6 straight points from Hope Franklin, and keep feeding her. Not sure I would call a foul on that one. Olivia Skinner called with the shooting foul as Hefner goes to the line to shoot 2. Colby Reed back in the ball game. Lou Woolfolk takes a seat as Lou now has a game-high 5 assists. First free throw from Hefner up and is no good as it rolls around there. 16-point lead for the Lady Lions. Their largest lead of the ball game has been 17, pardon me. 18 would be their largest if they could get there. Second free throw up and is good. 1 for 2 for Hefner that time. Skinner has it, gives it back to Varney. Varney wide open layup. Think foul maybe. No, jump ball between Franklin and Jones. Possession error in favor of Piedmont. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 4:53 on the game clock. Styles in to Varney. Varney top of the key over to Styles. Styles left wing, dribbles back down. She's got an open lane, not able to get it home. Franklin and Jones both went for that one again. They'll say it went off of Hope. Maryville basketball. 4:44 left now in the ball game. Full court pressure still from Piedmont. Hicks has it. Guarded closely by Reed. Hands off to Carruthers. Carruthers gets it across. Stops at the top of the key. Carruthers to her left. Looking somewhere to go here. Guarded by Reed. Gets it outside. Shelby Hicks. Rimming off. Offensive board. Ward. Gets that one down low to Jones. And a beautiful dime there from Hefner to Jones. 13-point lead now for Lions. Reed thought about shooting it. Does not. Varney. Skinner. Back to Reed. Reed turn around. Blocked by Ward. Ward gets the board and able to stay in bounds. What a defensive play there from Meredith Ward. Hefner on the other end gets it to Jones. Finds Meredith Ward. She cannot get it home. Offensive rebound, Hicks. And again, a game of runs. Maryville catching some heat here. And now, Hefner will be Dairy Queen, DQ, disqualified, whatever you want to call it. She's done for the evening. That's her 5th foul as Eckenrod steps back onto the floor for her. As it stands, Hefner finishes the night 13 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 assists. So a very good evening there from the sophomore guard from Knoxville, Tennessee. She fouls out with 3.5 left in the ball game. Livia Skinner from downtown. Drano! Are you serious? You can't guard 15 in white tonight. 24 points from the senior. As the Lions extend their lead out to 14, 72-58. Carruthers has that pass stolen there by Kobe Reed. And a dime piece there. Livia DeLude extend that lead back out to 16 points, 74-58. Carruthers has it right on top of the Lions logo. Livia's career high at Piedmont is 28 points. She's 4 away from that. She's got 2.5 minutes to get it. We'll see if she does.
They just haven't been able to guard her all game.
She's open from the corner, does not take it. She'll drive. Gets it back top of the key. Claire Varney! And not able to get it. She tips it. And a foul called on Hope Franklin. That's Hope's 4th foul. Hope takes a seat here, as well as Claire Varney. Carla Cantrell and Kariaki Taylor back on the floor for the Lady Lions. A 5th-year senior and a junior.
Teriyaki Taylor.
Teriyaki, you like that? Kariaki Taylor, a transfer from Florida Southwestern State. Liv playing some defense this time. Eckenrod, a good pass down to Jones. And one! Hannah Jones able to convert on that one. She's got a 20-burger this evening, too. 21 points. Can make it 22 here if she can convert the 3-point play.
She got her a Whopper at the local Burger King right down the road.
Right down the road. Maybe a Big Mac, depending on who you like. Cantrell trying to take it coast to coast. She'll get it in the corner. Gives it to Reed. Colby gives it out to Livia Skinner. Skinner, Woolfolk right wing, gives it over to Cantrell. Cantrell, Skinner, 11 on the shot clock here. Skinner dribbles. Pump fake, gets her defender in the air. Rebound, Ward. Ward trying to get in transition. Eckenrod, what a move, but she cannot convert here. There's a minute 23 left in the ball game. As my former broadcasting partner Davis Barlow liked to say, the last minute and 15 here is just a formality. The Lady Lions look to secure their 6th win of the season, including their 2nd conference win to go 2-0 in USA South play, as Maryville will fall to 2-6, including 1-3 in USA South Conference play. Woolfolk top of the key, over to Skinner. Skinner, Reed, Woolfolk. Pass around the perimeter here, just trying to eat into that clock. Woolfolk dribbles to the other wing. And Hicks able to get a jump ball here in favor of Maryville, too.
Hicks getting a little feisty. Last minute of this game, she got her steal and converted off the glass, and then got a jump ball call in the possession of her team's favor.
5 on and 5 off. So the 5 that just on the floor off, now subbed into the ball game. Emma Husky, Kinsey Lefevers, Audrey Sanders, Haley Cronk, and Anna Kate Beckman. The new 5 on the floor now for the Scots. 30 seconds left here in the ball game. Got it outside here is Beckman. Going around the perimeter now. Down low, Reed able to tip it loose. Jump ball here, that'll be in favor of Piedmont. As Lefevre's and looked like Woolfolk battling that one out there. Lou can just dribble the clock out now, shot clock off. Maryville shows some good sportsmanship here. And our final score from Cave Arena, 74-62. Your Lady Lions move to 6-2 on the 2021-22 campaign. 2-0 in conference play as the Lady Scouts fought a 2-5, 1-3 in conference play. And we got to talk about it. First person we're going to talk about, player of the game. Goodness gracious, maybe her best game she's had here in Cave Arena yet. Livia Skinner, the senior guard from Rome, Georgia. 24 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 4 steals, also a game high, as well as her 24 points. Played 38 minutes of the 40 possible minutes. Unconscious, and I hope she gets Player of the Week next week in the USA South. I mean, one of the better games we've seen not only this year, but Maria in our 3 years at Piedmont.
Definitely. Livia Skinner has made an impact on this team since the second she got here. Hang on, let me mention real quick. The Lady Lions team is congratulating head coach Jamie Purdy. It is her 300th win
300 career
head
win.
Coach.
We're going to get our camera woman, Caitlin House, to put the camera on there. Coach Jim Peoples going to hand the basketball off to Coach Purdy. 300 for a legend at Piedmont University, both as a player and as a coach. Looking for a camera there, or SID. Danielle Percival will go out there and snap a picture of the Lady Lions team. Assistant coach Brad Cochran going to get in that one as well. Jamie Purdy, 300 career wins. She's top 50 all time, Maria, in winning percentage in Division III women's basketball. And now 300 career wins, 31-21 at Georgia College in her first 2 seasons as a head coach. That doesn't go towards her NCAA record due to them Georgia College being JUCO, played JUCO at the time, junior college basketball. But 300 career wins both at Piedmont and in NCAA. I mean, it's unheard of. I mean, you hardly ever see that. I mean, you talk about the greats. You talk about Coach K. You talk about Jim Boeheim. On the women's side of things, you talk about Pat Summitt. You talk about Gina Ariema. I mean, in my mind, probably the 4 greatest coaches in college basketball history in our era that we grew up in, excluding your John Woodens of the world and stuff like that. But, I mean, you look at that. Head coach Jamie Purdy, 300 career wins. She's already in Hall of Fame here at Piedmont as a player. But as a coach, she will be one day, too. I mean, incredible what Jamie Purdy's done here in now her 17th season. Yeah,
definitely. She's made an impact on this program as well as her players. Let's go back to talking about what we were before that short break. Livia Skinner, player of the game. She shut out this game. She did it offensively, defensively. She passed the ball. She got her assists. She did it on both ends. She just didn't do it on one side, and I believe that's a great attribute to a leader.
But it's just so ironic that Livia Skinner had 4 steals, a game high, a Piedmont high, obviously, 2 fouls, 38 minutes, 4 steals. You'd think she'd have more than 2 fouls. I mean, how aggressive she played defensively, how well she shot the basketball, 9 for 15 for the field, including 5 for 8 from downtown. She had 5 of the 6 Piedmont three-pointers. Colby Reed made the other, Drano, as we like to call it here. I mean, an incredible ball game. Perhaps Livia's most complete game she's ever played at Piedmont. In my opinion, her best game ever at Cave Arena. As she gets a round of applause as she jogs off the floor now after her interview. I don't think it's – we can't talk about her enough. Also in double figures, Hope Franklin with 14 points, had a double-double with 11 rebounds, a game high. Nakia Washington had 10 points as well, 4 rebounds, is 3 assists. On the other side, Hannah Jones, 21 points, Hefner, 13. She fouled out at the 3:30 mark in the fourth quarter. And Courtney Carruthers had 4 three-pointers, as she had 13 points on the evening. A very good ball game tonight. Wish nothing but Maryville, nothing but the best, as the Lady Lions will have to travel to Maryville on January the 29th. as that'll be up in Tennessee. Next time the Lady Lions will be in action will be this Saturday, December the 11th, when they play host to Berea College. They're going to travel down from Kentucky, as that'll be at 2 p.m. We'll have that right here, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Berea has played Maryville this season. Berea was able to win that matchup. What do you expect out of that ball game Saturday,
Well,
Maria?
it ended up going into overtime for Maryville, but we talked about it all season long. Piedmont has depth, and they are able to press their opponents to the end, basically, you could say.
And close out ball games.
They close out ball games. They start off a little rough, but then they're able to close it out, and that's definitely a key component to a championship team. So the game versus Berea and Piedmont will definitely be a good one. Berea lost a lot of their players last year, though. So for them to be able to come back from losing so many people to show that you're still a good team.
Got to figure out your group.
Exactly.
Correct. And that's what championship teams do. Head coach Jamie Purdy, she definitely has a championship culture here and a championship team, hopefully a conference championship team. And, hey, dare I say, national championship team. But for right now, we're going to congratulate head coach Jamie Purdy on her 300th win here at Piedmont University and in her NCAA coaching era. As for Danielle Purcell and her entire sports information and athletic communications staff, Caitlin House on camera this evening, Maria Lacco, and myself, Brett Loftus. Thank you for tuning in. May God bless you all, and go Lions.